out of all the characters that were here at the beginning, Geary is the only one that I've literally never ever touched. Like, look, winner race as Geary. I haven't even done that. I literally have not touched Geary. And I think we need to change that. We need to change that. So, I'm actually gonna go with this card because it fits him. It actually fits him. We're gonna go with this card. Paints. Is there a paint that is kind of similar? Oh wait. Well, this is the closest we get to. Where was it? Paints. Let's go with this one. Wheels. Wheels. Hell no. Actually, red. We're gonna go with the red stuff because when he gets angry, he get them red eyes. So I think that's fitting. The sticker though, I don't know about the sticker, but I get them extra nitro points, so I'll fuck it. We'll go with the cannon because sometimes Geary, he can become a loose cannon. Like 2 hours into the stream, I've had people that's been camping. Some of you guys that were watching my stream at the beginning, you guys remember there were people that were like on 8th place and they were so fucking butthurt that I was in the 1st place that they had to like they just hit the brakes and they were camping somewhere and they were trying to like get rid of me when when I passed them by in the next lap or some shit like that. I've had like all kinds of shit. I've literally experienced anything that can happen in an online race within 5 hours reach. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've had rage quitters, I've had cambers, all kinds of shit. You filthy thing, he said. Yeah, I knew I knew someone was gonna. Wow. Wow. I don't even know how I mean, yeah, I know how I lost my blue flame, but I can't believe that I lost it like that. Granted, everybody else lost their blue flame, so that's cool. You piece of shit. That's actually bullshit. Speaking of Warzone. Alright. I can make this comeback though. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Okay, Fate Crash. Fate Crash is killing it. What about Crash? Where's Crash? Crash is right there. Oh, of course I'm gonna hit the wall like that. What the fuck? All right, so Fake Crash was somewhere. I think. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. I might be able to get Fake Crash. Might be able to get him. But nah, because he didn't fuck up. Face Crash did not fuck up. I'ma settle. I'ma just chill with a 2nd place then. That's cool too. I'ma chill with 2nd place. If Fate Crash fucked up, I would have definitely been able to catch up, but no. Fucking Geary, man. Oh god. I literally forgot his. Jeez, okay. Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna do the fashion show, but in case you guys just tuned in on the stream, here's the deal. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Anybody who has a PS4 and Crash Team Racing, send me a friend request, right? If you want to be part of the fashion show, send me a friend request. Here is the fashion show. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this shit. It's like a transmog competition, right? Like World of Warcraft transmog competition, but it's a fashion show. That's what I call it, the fashion show. You're gonna join my lobby. You're gonna pick any character you want to pick, any color pattern or whatever the case may be, and you're gonna style. Basically, you're just gonna style your look, your cart, your wheels, your decals, all that shit, your character, whatever the case may be, and make it look good, right? Then, once the lobby is full and you guys have everybody have like finished their design, I am gonna pick a random ass track, right? Just a random ass track. Doesn't even matter what track it is. And what I want people to do is not race. We're not gonna race. Everybody gonna stand up in a line, right? In a fine line. And I am gonna look at all of your designs. And I'm gonna let you guys know if I like what I see or I don't like what I see. Or if your design of your card and character, whatever the case may be, is masterfully crafted beauty, or it is masterfully crafted piece of shit. Pretty simple, right? And then I'm gonna pick somebody that gets a third place. I'm gonna pick somebody who gets a second place, and someone who gets the first place. I can't believe I died like that, or I messed up like that. So it's a fashion show. A fashion show competition. Who can design themselves to be a Team Hopkick's next top model? I don't fucking know. Holy fuck, yo, Liz! Liz is just, oh my god. Liz got fucked. Liz got fucked by me in one of my drawings. I mean, I'm just want to let you guys know. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was literal fucking speedrun right there. How is Liz keeping up? Yo, this guy is legit. Oh shit, I didn't take the shortcut. That was not on purpose. Oh shit! How the fuck did I kill it right there? How did I kill it right there with Geary? Holy shit! Damn. Have you seen any tournament for this game yet? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, I think Dongitos right now, I think he's still doing, yeah, he is. Dongitos, Foons. Some of my boys are actually doing tournament stuff right now. But tournament. It's not, okay, so when I say tournament, right? The Bearminator from Crash Bash. Oh shit. I would be sick. I would actually be kind of sick. Or I mean, you already have Polar there. So you could just give Polar like a Bearminator costume, like a skin. There you go. Or I don't know, man. Bearminator could be there. I'm not saying Bearminator couldn't be there. I'm just saying I feel like it's a waste. Maybe it's a waste. Unless it is gonna be a legitimate Bearminator, like just this big fucking polar bear, teeth, all that shit, just eating your ass, literally. Got you, boss, in the chat, like eating your ass. Okay, so let me go back to the tournament stuff. Dongitos, he's streaming right now. He's one of my boys. He's streaming right now, Crashing Racing himself, and he is doing, well, he's participating in a 4v4 tournament. And this is funny. This is funny because this is something I've been mentioning. You guys can go way the fuck back to some of my first CCR videos where I literally talked about, wouldn't it be cool to have like this tournament stuff where it would be like cup, right? It's like, that's how the tournaments have always been going on. The whole cup stuff. 4 races, you get points, whatever the case may be. 12 points for first place, 9 points for second place, yada yada yada, right? But what if you had a team, right? It would be 2 teams. So it's 4 players versus 4 players. So let's say the guy in the same team, he gets the last place, which means he gets 0 points. But one of the team members got first place, which means he got 12 points. Well, the team got 12 points, and then you have maybe one from the team as well getting a second place. That's 19 points together, right? So my point is, this is something I've been talking about a lot of times, and I haven't been talking about it like it's something I came up with, but I've been talking about it in hopes that big tournaments like esport, right, Red Bull or some shit like that would take the ideas of how like CTR tournaments has always been running and add those ideas into their tournaments. If ever we would have something as big as a Red Bull tournament or whatever kind of tournament, right? Activision sponsoring it, yada yada. But Dong is doing a tournament right now where I think it is it's an online private tournament. I think it is. I think it's an online private tournament, so I don't think you can sign up for it. I mean, I could probably sign up for it because I know Dong and I know some of the other people, so I would be able to sign up for it. But I don't think it's an open tournament, right? It's not like I can go to ESL Play, or like go to ESL's website and then sign up for the tournament, just like I can sign up for tournaments for Street Fighter, Tekken, or other games that they have on ESL Play, their website ESL Play. Granted, I have seen a Crash Team Racing solo tournament in ESL Play on their website. Problem was that it was on the other side of the fucking planet, and I live in Europe, and that was not in Europe. It wasn't even in America. So yeah, there are some tournaments. There are tournaments that either some speedrun organization is you know, holding on to, or you know, my point is the tournaments so far in CCR, they are not really tournaments, right? They're not tournaments in terms of like, okay, I could go to Twitch and then I see like ESL live streaming this huge grand major tournament for CTR where you have the 4 players, well 8 players in total, just coming out to a stage shaking their hands, and they're sitting in their corner, they sit in their corner, and then they do this team versus team 4v4. That's not the kind of like tournament CTR has reached yet. I hope we're gonna get there eventually. That would be sick. But for now, what I've seen, there are some very, very rare occasions where there is a tournament, an online tournament. I mean, KFC Gaming, they had a tournament, right? But I haven't seen KFC Gaming make a Crash Team Racing tournament ever since. They made a tournament when the game came out on release day because the game was trending. It was trending every fucking where on Twitch. Let's be honest. It was even trending on YouTube. Like, I think the game, Crash Team Racing, when the game came out, I think on Twitch it had like something around 50 to maybe 60,000 people watching that game, because obviously the big streamers were playing the game. Soda Poppin', I think Tim the Tabman might have been playing the game as well. Eris, you know, avoiding the puddle. You know, there were big people with big names and huge clout that were playing the game. So obviously, yes, at that time the game has a lot of clout, which gave KFC Gaming a reason to make this tournament where there was like I think there was like 1,000 euros. 1,000 euros on the line. How much is that in US dollars? 1,000 euros to US dollars. That is 1,102 United States dollars. So that's a lot of money. But ever since that, I haven't seen anything. I've been saying a lot of times myself that I would love to make my own kind of tournament, you know, or some shit like that, where people can show their skills and yada yada and all that shit. But at the end of the day, even I, with the audience that I have on YouTube and Twitch, it would still be, it would be a tournament, but it would be a tournament based off an, or like it would be based off an organization. You see what I'm saying? It's not the developers carrying out this huge tournament. Just like Tekken back in the days, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the dark times, the dark age of Tekken, right? It was small organizations, it was small locals that made these tournaments. Evo, yeah, Evo, you know, was where any game could get big numbers because it was Evo. That was a world stage, right? That was a world tournament. But you know, even Bandai Namco didn't even make tournaments, right? And Bandai Namco didn't even support their own fucking game at that time, right? It's so ironic. They made a game for their audience. They made a game for their consumers, but they don't even fucking organize tournaments, or they didn't even support their own fucking game. Like, they didn't even show it, right? But now you have Bandai Namco going ham with their own game, making Tekken World Tour, making fucking Tekken dojos, all that kind of shit. So my point is, yes, there are some tournaments with Crash Team Racing. Some of them being private tournaments, some of them might be some organization or whatever the case may be, but it's not a tournament, right? And I want people to understand that when I say tournament, I mean, like, you know, you have like people that are sponsored. You have like these like teams that are like sponsored by fucking Red Bull or fucking Monster Energy or Cloud9 or some shit like that, right? That's the kind of tournament I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like I'm not saying that like other tournaments, if they are not like on a stage and pulling in millions of viewers, is not a tournament. I would never say that. I would never ever say that, because if that's the case, then, well, shit, all the tournaments I've gone to when it comes to fighting games, they are not really tournaments then, which doesn't add up, right? So that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that there haven't really been a tournament where like, whoa, you know, money is on the fucking line, right? You know, there's some tournaments where they're like $100 on the line, maybe $200 or whatever the case may be. But when I say tournament, I mean like I'm talking about like at least $100,000 on the line, some shit like that. That's what I'm talking about, right? Of tournaments. We haven't seen that shit yet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be there eventually. I would hope. Especially because like sure, there might not be that many people watching the game, but the player base numbers, I don't think they have actually decreased. I think there's still the same amount of people playing the game, because they have a reason to come back to playing the game. Because Activision is giving them a reason to come back and play the game. Wow, I lost my fucking blue flame for 3 laps straight. What is going on? If I had blue flame right now, I would have been gone. I mean, I'm catching up to Amy, but oh, okay, never mind. I should have never said that. I am the master of jinxing shit. Like, fucking rip. Please, just fail. Can you fail? Like, in some magical way, just fail. Amy, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, GG. Wow. It's close! It's close! Are you kidding me? Damn, Amy, holy fuck. Okay, you're big enough, a CTI guy, that they would let you in. More than likely. Was the tournament in Australia? Makes sense in some. I think it was actually in Australia. Now that you mention it, I think it was. But yeah, Grandpa, you saying you're big enough, a CCI guy, that they would let me in? Yeah, I definitely think so as well. They would definitely let me in. But to be honest, see, I might be someone with a name. I would definitely say I'm someone with a name now. When it comes to Tekken, when it comes to CTR, the games that I care about, I would definitely say I have a name. I'm not the biggest. I don't care about being number one, but I definitely have a name. That's for sure. I would not look at myself and say I'm a nobody, because that's just not the truth. But is not also the truth that I would look at myself and say that I'm the biggest. I wouldn't say that. I am right in the middle. I am right in between. And you know what? It is so fucking rewarding to be in that position. I love it. I love being in that position. Why? Because whether I do something that maybe some people are not gonna like, at least you won't see my name. At least you won't see my face on a newspaper or some shit like that where people are talking about that shit. I've seen people with, like, you know, where they are like, they have the biggest name in some random ass game, and they've done something, and you know, everybody be talking about them, or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be doing something that people don't like. I'm making it sound like, oh yeah, you know, when I turn off my stream, I'm not actually a fucking good guy. I'm actually a fucking terrorist or some shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. But my point is, people tend to document people with big names a lot more than someone with no name. I mean, that's just a fact. People cannot deny that. And it is this one simple word that is behind that reason. Clout. They have a name. So you making a video about them or whatever the case may be, you are gonna get some sort of clout, right? Because their name pulls in people or whatever, right? Whatever the case may be. And I'm happy that I'm not in that position. I'm in a position where people know my name, but I'm definitely not in a position where everyone cares about me. And even, I don't know, man, if that was the case, let's say I was number one, I think that would feel fucking weird. You know? Wow. That sucks. I don't know about that. That was, yeah. I think that was the same thing with oh, what's a good example? What's a good example? What's a good example? What's a good example? There was a time where Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was a thing, right? And back in those days, there was not many people that was streaming Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on Twitch, because, you know, it was the dark times of Tekken. There was Eris was streaming, I was streaming, King J was streaming, Urkus was streaming, Spag was streaming sometimes, occasionally, not always. It was kind of rare, but he did stream. He streams a lot more now, right? Way more than I do when it comes to Tekken, that's for sure. Icebeam was streaming. Rip, obviously Rip was streaming. I mean, my point is there was not that many people streaming, and there were times where you know, just nobody was streaming, and I was the only one streaming. So let's say Aris, he didn't stream because he's sleeping, and it's a different time zone, and Icebeam was not streaming because he was watching my stream, and Spack and Fergus was watching my stream as well, and maybe King J didn't have time to stream at that time, so therefore I was literally the only one. There was sometimes where I was the only one being live on Twitch when it came to Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which occasionally led me to being the #1 Tekken streamer at that time section where nobody else was streaming. And that felt fucking weird, because not only did it feel weird that I was the #1, but it felt weird because I had all these people on my stream, and every time I did something, people had one way or another to comment on that fact. You see what I'm saying? So that's whoa. That's, you know, that's weird. And of course, I get it. It's not everybody that cared about me that was on the stream, right? But you know, people grew into like being like, hey, okay, that's Christian B Monkey or whatever the case was. So they recognized my name and whatever, right? You guys get the point. And I feel like it's kind of the same with CTR now. But granted, I've always cared about Crash Bandicoot, right? You guys can literally go back to one of the first videos I did on my YouTube channel. I did Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough, Crash Bandicoot 2 playthrough, oh my lord. I did Crash Bandicoot marathons, and I used to speedrun Crash Bandicoot, well, not Crash Bandicoot, yeah, I used to speedrun Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Team Racing, right? Even to the point where I got top 20, top 25, top 26, or at least somewhere near that when it came to like speedrunning Crash Team Racing on PS1, right? Of course, there were still people that were way better than me, and the top 20 is like, that's like nothing, you know? That's not even the top 10 or anything like that, but in my opinion, I feel like that was a huge achievement, especially when you looked at the speedrun.com website at that time, and the list went from 1 to 200. So being in the top 20 sure as hell felt good. You know, taking the fact that there were like, you know, 80 other fucking streamers or 80 other fucking speedrunners that was like, you know, underneath me. They were like below me or whatever the case was. So that was a fucking nice feeling. But I still wasn't the best, for sure not. Hell no, I would never claim to be the best or anything like that. But it sure as hell, it was a nice feeling. So my audience when it comes to Crash Bandicoot franchise has been with me for, you know, some people have been here for a long time, some people haven't been here for a long time. There's some people that are new and they're learning about like, oh, okay, so you used to speedrun this game on PS1 and blah blah blah, whatever the case is. And I was like, yeah, you know, that was the case. So when people ask me about like, oh, how can you drive this well or blah blah blah, that's because the skills that I have from Crash Team Racing on PS1, they just transfer over to this game. I've gotten a little better by keep playing this game like over and over again, because not only am I fighting against AIs, I'm actually fighting against people that are my level as well, which means that everybody who was good back in the days on PS1 days, they will get better by playing this game as well, because they will find people that are on their same level. Back on PS1, you couldn't find people on the same level, you just fought against the AI, and the AI can't, you know,